The Honourable Minister for Women and Gender Equality.
Thank you, Speaker, and I thank the honourable member, of course, for the question. I'm happy to say that the public consultations have concluded now, as well as our online surveys for our consultation for pay equity legislation, as well as pay transparency. I will remind the honourable member that it's important to hear from all stakeholders, not just one particular group. This is about making the best legislation possible for women and gender diverse and all people here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable Minister for Women and Gender Equality.
Thank you, Speaker. And again, I remind the honourable member, and of course all members on that side of the House, that this time last year there was absolutely nothing done on pay equity in Newfoundland and Labrador. Nothing done by a previous administration. We know this has been talked about since the 80s, since before I was born, Speaker. But I'm happy to say it's this government that's actually moving the dial forward on pay equity legislation in Newfoundland and Labrador, as well as pay transparency, starting in the public sector, and then we will be moving into the private sector. Thank you, Speaker.
Honourable Minister for Women and Gender Equality.
Thank you, Speaker. And I would say the member opposite is certainly quite well aware of weak legislation. And I'll remind her that they didn't bring in any legislation with regards to pay equity or pay transparency here in the province. We are doing more than any administration. We're happy to do so. We're having the right public consultations. This is a cross-government approach. And of course, we're going to bring in the best legislation, including consultations with all stakeholders here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And just to add to the theme about schools, I will remind the members opposite about Coley's Point Primary School. You talk about neglect to a school. When their administration was in power, flush with cash, they did nothing to support a school in Bay Robert. Thank you, Speaker.